stuff here for you. All right, let's talk. Stay strapped.
Okay, I'm back.
Speaking of conflict, Mark, you know,
Of course.
because you're reporting on a shouting match between Besant and Elon Musk in the West Wing of all places, where apparently both sides have to be
I love it. You can't even idle, bitch. They're like, no.
Of the West Wing. So
They said
what
no.
exactly happened?
Conflict has been brewing for quite some time between Scott Bessent and Elon Musk. Musk didn't want Bessent, for instance, to be Treasury Secretary during the transition. Obviously, Bessent prevailed. As Doge under Musk started to kick into high gear, they had a few conflicts over staffing at Treasury. And then most recently, Scott Bessent wanted his pick to be the IRS commissioner. Elon Musk had his pick installed. Bessent then raised the issue with President Trump and said that Elon Musk had gone behind his back. And this all sort of boiled over on Thursday when Bessent confronted Musk about it, and a shouting match and the F-bombs ensued. They were apparently face-to-face, chest-to-chest, and it was a really intense conversation, or not a conversation. There was some yelling going on. At the time, Giorgia Meloni, the prime minister from Italy, was meeting with Trump in the Oval Office, and from what we're told, the arguing and the yelling could be heard or was within earshot of the prime minister when she was meeting with Trump. And while Bessent was telling Musk, F you, Musk was then taunting him, saying, say it louder, as in, let them hear it as you're losing your cool. That's a good indication of how temperatures are rising in the White House, the sort of pressure cooker that it is right now over there.
Talk about palace intrigue. Mark Caputo.
Yes, the palace intrigue.
I want to dig deeper into this apparent U-turn by President Trump on China. And with me now, Kevin O'Leary, chairman of O'Leary Ventures and a judge, of course, on Shark Tank. Also, Ross Gerber, co-founder, president, and CEO of Gerber Kawasaki Wealth and Investment Management. Welcome to you both. Kevin, let me begin with you, because last time you and I spoke, you had been wanting 400% tariffs on China, but there's reporting out there that suggests that Trump may be considering not going that direction, but actually cutting back. Do you think that Trump would make a negotiating mistake by easing tariffs at this juncture?
No, I don't. I don't think China's just about tariffs. I mean, you know, the rest of these negotiations with 60-plus countries seem to be moving ahead with this story that India is going to actually do something, a paper a deal. The same with the EU, that may happen. But China's different too. It's just about tariffs. I mean, you know, the rest of these negotiations with 60-plus countries seem to be moving ahead with this story that India is going to actually do something, and paper a deal. The same with the EU, that may happen. But China's different because it's not just tariffs. China has issues around the World Trade Organization, has issues around IP theft, has issues.
So I think China might be calling you because they want to answer a little bit more about. Let me go to you, Ross, on this point, because on this issue, you had on social media the platform Weibo, the hashtag Trump chickened out got 150 million views, actually more than that. Chinese think that Trump is chickening out, that it's really not more than the issue of tariffs at this point. And like Kevin's saying, is Trump chickening out?
Well, I don't think Trump knows what he's doing. He's backed himself into a corner through horrible negotiating tactics. And I think what Kevin's trying to say is that, there's a lot of issues that need to be addressed with China, and I don't think anybody's debating that. What they're debating is this approach where you're just slapping tariffs on this country and then saying, let's come to the table and work out a deal. And the bullying doesn't work in China. And if you study any level of Chinese history, you would see that through the last 5,000 years of their history. So I think that's really
they don't play that.
It's been a bad approach, and it's gotten a bad result, not only from negotiating with our partners.
He picked the wrong person to fight with. He really did. Because they don't understand this person. They can take a punch. We could beat you up a lot, but they can last 3 rounds.
This is actually not.
When we get tired, boom. That's it.
This is extremely concerning to everybody.
We out.
But I'm telling you, the small business owners in America are suffering horribly from this.
We're going to see.
This put an arrow in the heart of literally thousands of business owners in our country who rely on China to supply their goods and services, whether it's packaging or beauty products, or it's like does he even understand how the supply chain at Tesla works? Because they have 5,000 global suppliers just at Tesla. So Elon knows perfectly well that this is just garbage policy and a garbage application of the policy, and it's costing America greatly. We've lost trillions, and I don't see how we get it back unless we reverse it.
Kevin, do you agree? I mean, the GOP mega donor and hedge fund manager Ken Griffin, Kevin, he warned that this economic uncertainty is eroding the American brand. Listen.
But in the financial markets, no brand compared to the brand of the U.S. Treasuries. The U.S. Treasury market, the strength of the U.S. dollar, and the creditworthiness of U.S. Treasuries. No brand came close. We put that brand at risk. When you tarnish that brand, it can be a lifetime to repair the damage that has been done.
Yeah.
Is Trump's trade war, Kevin, tarnishing the American brand?
No, not at all. I mean, this narrative on China is different than the rest of the countries. So, talking about China, being worried about them, being concerned, let's understand.
Before you answer that question you're answering, I want you to answer what I asked, though. Do you think it's actually tarnishing America's brand, like the way that Ken Griffin said? Because, of course, more than $7 trillion in value has been erased from the S&P 500 with the last 2 months. Do you think there has been a tarnishing of the brand that could be reversed, if at all?
No, it's strengthening the American brand. That's the whole point. We're the largest economy on earth. We're 39% of all goods consumed worldwide. We're 26.1% of world GDP. And if we don't fight against China's theft of IP, of not abiding by the World Trade Organization laws, all of these disputes going on forever.
Make their way toward the information we're after while the power is down. Shopper Group holds position in the air, deals with incoming security teams. Once the ground crew has what we're after, we coordinate an evac and meet by contact with the file. Are we clear? So remember, we never meet again, we never met at all. I love you all, which is why it's best we pretend that nothing happened. And if it did happen, it wasn't me, and it wasn't me because I was never here. Stay strong. I love you all. Love you. And that's how we don't get caught doing naughty things.
Ross, I wanted to hear your point, but because you spoke over him, I couldn't get your initial point. I wanted to hear your response, Kevin. First, the idea of small businesses. What was your reaction to what Ross had to say about small businesses? And then Ross continued. Go ahead, Kevin.
Nobody invests in more small businesses in America than I do. 62% of jobs created in America are by businesses 5 to 500 employees. I'm their advocate. I have hundreds of cases of how China has screwed them over by getting them to $5 million in sales of domestic revenue, then their products, dumping them back in the American market, and the molds that actually are in China, they run the American product during the day and the Chinese knock off at night. I live this every day, and I'm just telling you, if we don't address this at some point now, because there's no way to dispute it. You can't use a WTO. You can't litigate in China. They raise money in our markets without even complying by GAAP. I'm just saying, wait a second. Let's just level the playing field. So I'm not worried about how Chinese feel about anything. I love the Chinese people. I want to do business there. The government cheats, steals, robs, and does not play by any rules. I don't think 125% is enough.
Ross, are you convinced by that point? Are you convinced? Because earlier,
You know what? I don't.
Ross, go ahead.
I don't consider the debate over whether China does things that are bad to American businesses. We all agree with that. It's how we deal with it, which you don't want to answer the question, which is tarnishing the American brand globally. This isn't just about China. You're Canadian, and the Canadians couldn't be more angry at us. Now, I live in California, and the Canadians are like, oh, we're just not coming to California now, and I can't tell you how much money in California we make off Canadian tourism. Now, tourism has gone negative here in the United States from foreigners because it's tarnished our brand. The way we're handling it, we're the richest country in the world, and the same small businesses you represent now are getting paid. They have to pay them. Have you actually talked to all these business owners recently? Because I talked to them today, my job, and I have over 8,000 employees. Tons of them are business owners. So I can tell you, this is, we're about to see dramatic increasing costs across America. Americans have never had things disappearing from the shelf since COVID. Okay, so you want to have a little where you can buy stocks? You know, like, we're not going to start manufacturing stocks in America. So it's just, we have to start growing up and accepting the world isn't like the 1920s anymore, and like the manufacturing that they want to bring back to America isn't the manufacturing we want.
I know we have to go. I hear you. I know we have to go, Kevin. I'm going to ask you to sit to your final point, so don't yell at me. Go ahead.
First of all, let's set the record straight. I have multi-nationalities. My whole family is American. I care about every business I invest in America. You're weak when you say we can't deal with this now. Be strong and get ready for the fight of your life to settle this issue with China. Cheating, stealing, ripping off American IP. Enough is enough. It's time to deal with it now. Have some backbone, my friend. Show some strength. That is the American brand. That is the American entrepreneur. You're weak.
All right. I'll leave it there. I welcome you both on. I know this is not over. Kevin O'Leary, Ross Gerber, thank you both. Still ahead tonight as Trump nears day 100. No, not there yet. His day one goal of ending the war in Ukraine is elusive. Now the administration is suggesting Zelensky needs to take the deal or else the United States will walk away. So what is it about the offer that has Trump's critics calling it a sellout to Russia? Adam Kinzinger will join me to explain. Thanks.
How long do I have Barcelona?
Like living.
Hello.
I come to Catalunya just for this.
Oh my God.
I don't even know how he got my.
Evil Longoria, Searching for Spain premieres Sunday at 9 on CNN.
Hi. Chocolate fundraiser.
Oh wow, he really said that.
With the Chase mobile app, things move a little more smoothly. Deposit checks easily and send money quickly. That's convenience from Chase. Make more of what's yours.
I don't really like committing to things. I'm scared. But when Verizon announced that I could lock in a low price for 3 years, I mean, yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Can you hear me now?
We're here with Chris Cunningham to talk about why Leaf Filter is the best choice for homeowners this season. Chris, why now?
If I'm investing in one thing this year, it's protecting my home. Clogged gutters cause big problems. Leaf Filter keeps your gutters clog-free year-round.
In any climate?
Absolutely. In blizzard condition, windstorms, downpours, Leaf Filter has you covered.
That's reassuring.
And it's backed by a lifetime transferable warranty. Schedule your free inspection today, 833-LEAF Filter, or visit leaffilter.com.
When my doctor gave me Breztri for my COPD, things changed for me. Breztri gave me better breathing, symptom improvement, and reduced flare-ups.
So he gonna get us there. I know that. He better get us there.
It's not for us.
I knew that. You better get us there, sir, ma'am.
Don't take Breztri more than prescribed. Breztri may increase your risk of thrush, pneumonia, and osteoporosis. Call your doctor if worsening breathing, chest pain, mouth or tongue swelling, problems urinating, vision changes, or eye pain.
In your opinion of being shady, all of this stuff, whatever you put out turns to you. Whether it's great, whether it's good, whether it's whatever you plant in the ground, you will harvest it back.
Yeah.
So, for me, personally, I think, and these are just my personal opinions, I don't know Shannon Sharp, I don't know his stylist at the time that was his stylist. I know that there was a rumor circulating around him and the stylist, and then the stylist was fired. I know that. And instead of getting ahead of it and being like, this my friend, this my people, oh, well, bitch, okay, if it's my boyfriend, let it be that. He was terminated. And after he was terminated, we began to hear videos of Shannon Sharp getting his dick sucked. He magically on live getting his dick sucked or something, or whoever. Whatever. No, we heard whatever.
We sure did.
Started hearing that.
We sure
We did
did.
not need to hear Shannon Sharp over there moaning and groaning. Yes, what was his name? Yeah, Michelle. Yeah, Michelle. Yeah. Oh, Michelle. Give me that pussy. Give me that pussy. Well, and then we've seen all of these people. I think that it was the unnecessary attempt to win the approval of people, of men.
That's never happened before, which is so weird.
Men unknowingly being homosexual shit because they're so busy trying to prove to other men what they are and what they are not, instead of being a real man and motherfucking standing on business. Instead of standing on business, saying, bitch, okay, what the fuck? So, I mean, and protecting your friends. That's the way I saw it. Like, allegedly. I mean, if it was his boyfriend, so what? So what? And now you got all these people saying,
No, not trying to put them in the ass.
That was my stylist. He's been styling me, and he's gay. In the position of, ain't nobody saying ain't no more. Ain't nobody saying that now. Get out. Ain't nobody saying that. Time to switch to night vision. And now, some bitch gonna get saying, try to fuck me in the ass. And hold us down and choke to death.
Okay, ground team, let's go. Close the doors and get into the lab.
It just speaks to men really put on for other men. Men truly give their heart for other men. If that is the gayest shit ever, men will live their station in the center of the facility. Move quickly and get through the lab and get us that data.
Looks like some systems are running on an emergency generator. As long as the main switch is off, it only causes problems.
We know that. Keep moving and be ready for resistance. You're no good to us dead. Not quite yet.
And ever since I hear that, it's shit. And I bet you it's there, but I just read it.
Like, what the, I hate people who don't do anything.
That's the only thing I'm hit. And when he gets
Coming up with a research station.
And then after the style is fire.
The network infrastructure at that place is state of the art. It won't take long to pull the data.
Then this stuff started trickling down. Instead of protecting your friend, instead of protecting your friend,
Oh, girl.
instead of protecting your friend, you chose to adhere to patriarchal standards of I'm good. And I'm gonna be honest, I get my dicks up, I fuck this, I fuck bitches, all I want. Blah, 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 blah. And now the universe,
This person.
paying your act of disservice to a person that was your friend, who you possibly have confided in, who you possibly has held many secrets and held you down and all of this stuff, who possibly has held you down. Now we're looking at all these women. We're looking at all these women.
Keep going. You need to get to the cooling tunnel. That'll take you out to the sea.
We're looking at all these.
Ooh.
Lucky for you, the guards dropped some flares by the pool. Look out for them.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Oh. I don't want to start a fire. I just give it my 2 cents. I don't want to start a fire.
All right, get the breathing apparatus on and get him a drink. R&D says there's enough air for you to reach topside. Let's hope they're right.
And his personal assistants and friends and stuff like that, I felt that it was improper to terminate your position or his position based off of rumors and allegations in the street to cover up your manhood. And now your manhood is all over the place. We didn't know anything about that. We didn't know anything about the thing. We didn't know nothing. All we knew was that it was Club Shay Shay. All we knew was Club Shay Shay.
That's true. That's true.
We knew Club Shay Shay. And what's the comedian? Cat Williams? Or me? And all the people that come on that we know nothing, and then that allegation came out that he was sexually ambiguous. And he, you know. Oh, wait a minute. He said, oh, hold on. He said we were like brothers. We had the best conversation together. We like we did. So I believe that. I believe that. I wholeheartedly believe that. I also believe that y'all fucked up. I don't know that. I believe you don't have to confirm or deny.
Listen, I'm a queen. I've been with this for many. I'm the head of my business. I've been sucking niggas since I was 11. Bitch, I'm experienced. So that nobody has to, you know. But he was nice. He was doing his thing. It was no scandal. It was motherfucking.
Send them a flare to let them know where you are when you reach land.
It was no scandal. It was none of this shit that's going on now. But I just personally feel that the universe repays every debt. Yeah, he did, but he blocked me. I don't know why he blocked me, but it's okay. Bless his heart. But the universe
Chopper should be inbound. Get ready.
The universe repays every debt, or it pays out every single put into the bank. It's bank. The karmatic energy has a way of cycling itself. I've done it. I'm talking about things like a motherfucking dog, bitch. I'm talking about like a dog. I don't get down and bring people's business. I don't really care about people's business like that. Because, you know, I don't care. But I don't let my spaceship all of this. I don't care about the classes and things. But I don't person that can get by. But those were different types of I can't say that. Those were what implies that and like working on a research, on the page, working on the page, working on other stuff, like this, get it out, so you say, so you have to get it out, it wasn't even get back. Nobody I'm going to put you on the bad part. I don't want to put you on the side. I just want to talk about it. I already know what the truth of motherfucking Egypt. It's not all of the things. I already know what I know my I already know that. So I'm always going to talk about it because I'm not going to get in LA. And you were there when he was there. You know, and you said, bitch, come on the show, I want to bring you to the show. But I was blocked. I wouldn't go there.
All right, I'm done. Meet my contact at the Land Edge Reservoir and you'll be paid. You know, I've lost a lot of operatives in the field. I'm happy you weren't some of them.
When I come home from the places that I am and the work that I'm doing right now, I should be home in a couple days. I am going to do a bag talk before we go to safety. And this news is not going to be over because there's still things unfolding. There's still shit.
It's time to put the toys back in the box and to go to bed. Bring the chopper in and I'll give you a debrief. You want to get paid, don't you? That's what this was about. Not just a shooting and explosions. You've done good work. Made this country safer. But does not mean I've got to like you.
I'm going to say that here so I don't have to, you know, sit it on the shelf. I feel me. More than I know y'all feel like brothers, things like that. You know, that happens. It happens a lot. But I feel that what's going on with him with Sherry Sharp right now is a karmatic payback.
When I ran agents in the field, I had to entrap them, cajole them, threaten them with deportation. You're never going to know what I had to do. Now, apparently, all you got to do is give them a couple bucks and a few kind words. I guess there really is no accounting for stupidity. But I'm serious now. As stupid as you are not going to talk about what happened here. Because your usefulness to us, well, it just may happen. And for God's sake, I hope you're professional enough to get rid of the evidence.
Bitches gonna fuck them anyway, especially rich niggas. Bitches gonna fuck them anyway. With all the shit that was going on with Dwight Howard, Amy still went over there and was gonna marry him. Now they're not getting married. People are gonna fuck you anyway. They're gonna do it anyway. If you a nigga, you ain't never not get no motherfucking pussy, especially with niggas that think. If you, I tell all the niggas. I tell all the rich niggas that I know that like to fuck the girl. Sir, you are rich enough to put a listen, I like watching niggas, some people on OnlyFans. I got one credit card that I keep $200 on. When those girls got motherfucking specials going on their OnlyFans, I subscribe to everybody for $10, bitch, until that $200 done ran out. I replenish that $200 every month on my motherfucking card when I want to see the OnlyFans girl. So I go over and I replenish my $200. So this girl may get 10, that girl may get 15, the other girl maybe she may. Well, correct. So, you know, that's just the way I feel about it. That's just the way I feel. And I also feel that if you have money and you like a variety of bitches, keep that. Like keep you an account where you can, that's what you pay your bitches out of. Nobody telling you that you have to have one. And if you get a wife, let your wife know. Bitch, I like a lot of bitches. I'm gonna probably fuck off on you. I'm probably gonna get my dick sucked a time or two when I'm out in the street. I'm gonna keep my home taken care of good. Instead of bitches having to, instead of the unspoken rule, speaking. Instead of the listen, me, you come here talking about, hey Timothy. Listen, you would wish your name was Timothy, bitch, because the checks that have came in Timothy's name by way of what Timothy has done on the earth, bitch, you couldn't even fathom that. You think you hurting me because you write Timothy down there, girl? This thing, do you know the wave of coin that came through under the guise of Timothy? Something I did. We're having a real conversation here, girl. Roll out, transform, bitch, and roll out.
Yeah, I don't fuck with
now,
weed. Makes me anxious. But every time Lamar walks in
let's
smiling
get back
like
to the
that,
things at
I want
hand.
to try it again.
I think that the men should, instead of making the women
keep your eyes open,
think like, oh, well, I'm gonna good here. Making the women think like, oh, you know, it's all about you. I fuck with you. I love you. That might be true. That might be true. But another true thing is, it's you. It's all about you. I love you. I fuck with you. I like a variety of bitches. And there might be a time or two that I want to get my dick sucked out of a bitch. I don't want to hurt you. I don't mean to hurt you. Instead of bringing bitches in on that shit and then they got to find out later on down the line or down the street or anything. Like, I think I got to find out. I put this stuff on these nags, because I will be down there. Instead of just like, a bitch got to find out. Like, oh, I got to find out. Because the motherfucking person that came in my face and told me your business. Like, yeah, girl, I'm fucking him. And it's just like, nigga, you could have told me this. Like, why is this bitch rolling up in my face telling me, you know how when your mama come home from school and tell you need to tell me the story before the teacher do? I need you to tell me what happened before, because the teacher gonna add yeast to the bitch. I know we talking, but you know the mama over there, I'm busting her down. Yeah. So little mama don't think that so that little mama don't be having her shoulder, twirling her shoulder and shit like this when I walk in the room. Bitch, I know y'all fucking. Hey sis, it's Christmas. Hey sis, it's Christmas. I know y'all fucking here, bitch. But I'm not leaving you, bitch. I remember I was dating a guy and then one of I know a friend of she wasn't a friend of mine, she was a friend of my friend. And he fucked her. And the bitch gonna ask me, he had money. And so the bitch gonna ask me, well, what you gonna do with her? What you gonna do about it? I said, girl, you think I'm gonna throw him up in the air because he has money? You think I'm gonna throw him up in the air and you get all the rest of his money? You only got $200, girl. I got the rest. Enjoy your 200. I allowed you to get that 200. Enjoy that. You think I'm gonna let you fucking dumb whore, go clean up? You be the clean up on it? You got you a piece, girl. You just didn't know how to handle it. You didn't know how to handle it. can't snap like that because you're still living with, you have roommates and live with friends. I brought her home. Because, girl, you're not here to do anything. You just rolled the dick. I wish that I wouldn't have found out the way that I did, but after I did, it's just like, what you gonna do? Bitch, I'm not gonna give a dick.
Come on.
You ain't gonna know what to do with it. You don't know what to do with it. Mm-hmm. I can't believe you let about my head back. What the fuck?
Gumbo.
Please. I'd like to put in a dinner. Oh, I can't have a moderator. I got time for all that. Yeah, but those are my 2 cents. Those are my 2 cents. I just wanted to come through and give a little 1-2. Thank you, Hollywood Blair, for coming through and adding a little context to what I was talking about. And thank you. That was we needed that. Well, I did. I mean, and listen, when I bring you on Fag Talk, I'm not coming up. I'm not being messy. I'm just, I just feel that you were wrong. I felt that he was wrong. I felt that. Trent, I told you that. I told you that when he fired him. I felt that he was wrong. Like, why would you, as a man, this is what, you know why I love G? I love G because she don't get into all that. G don't get into all that. Yeah, it's other stuff that I'm like, bro. I'm like, sure. But G don't get into all that. All that, y'all married, y'all fucking. It's like, okay. All right. He don't get into that. And there's so many lessons that men can learn from that. Why are you over there holding that bitch hand? Because it's her hand and mine. So what's going on here? What do I got to explain to you? I know you. Men do too much explaining to other men. They just do too much. They talk to other men like this, like they checking in with niggas. For what? For what? You checking in with too many niggas, bitch. Why are you doing all this checking in?
What you doing?
What's the... Yeah, I got it. He don't go through all of that. All that bullshit by it. Yeah, I think they fucking. He be like, okay. It's very much I'm gonna give up. Okay. Why are you even worried about who the other man fucking? That's gay within itself. Within itself. I've seen men get gay. So about when you looking for porn, you ain't watching this. You looking for a big dick fucking that girl. Well. Talk about it. Well. Shit. My God, unto us a son was given. Well. You looking for a big dick? Bitch, you on there big dick searching. Big dick searching. Well. Looking for a big dick and a bitch. Well. A big dick and a... I say this shit all the time. Men watch porn for the dicks too. Don't you be fooled. I don't want no lady to be out there fooled. But just like that bitch over there screaming and hollering about that dick going on the end that nigga sitting over there saying, man, that nigga dick big. That nigga ruined. That nigga stretching that bitch pussy out, man, God. And he looking down at himself like, I don't know if I could do that. What you just say? I don't know if I could do that.
Now he done. They did it right there. And that's what fucks him up is that porn.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all never live up to it. Going down to X house and say this dick not big enough.
I don't know if I could do that.
What was that bitch name? Going like a 3 man. This dick not right.
This ain't right.
Oh wait, this dick a nice fit.
Yes, ma'am.
This is a good fit.
This dick is just right. Mm-hmm. No, ma'am. But that's how it works, you know. You said my show coming out with season 2. I'm not sure. It's like a rust color. I'm not sure. I can't tell you. It's been years. I have other television shows that have come out that come and gone, and you know, that's how TV works.
But if you miss it, actually TV, go.
I mean, they don't have to because we have something else coming out. I got another TV show coming. I have several TV shows on the way out, so I don't worry about that kind of stuff. You know, that stuff comes and it goes. It's TV. You know, I'm black. I'm not the Kardashians. The Kardashians can go 50 years and y'all watching them eat salad. Hold on, wait a minute. Like, California's on fire, and we're gonna use 500,000 gallons of water.
Not Kim Facebook against that goddamn wall.
None of that shit was good. Bitch, I only seen clips, so I ain't never watched the whole episode of that bullshit. I don't want to see no white bitches walking around eating salads, bitch, throwing pocketbooks at each other. That black people find all that type of shit goddamn entertainers because they over there wishing to be them raggedy ass hoes. And them raggedy motherfucking long cock ass bitches. It's them raggedy long cock ass bitches have stolen from our culture, have appropriated from our culture, and did all types of other shit. I don't want to see them. I don't want to see no white bitch. I don't want to see no white bitch doing it, and then they mama daddy got up and became motherfucking a white bitch too. I don't want to see I don't want to watch no white bitch show with no white bitch over there motherfucking stealing from and all and their whole claim to fame is riding black dicks. And next thing, and the bitches and the real black hoes that ride black dicks, they got to be over there on bad is pulling weed out. These hoes ain't nowhere pulling out no motherfucking weed, bitch. And these bitches, they ain't nowhere pulling out weed, and they get 50 seasons. We got to go make a whole network, bitch, to be on. You know, we got to be a whole network over there throwing bottles at each other. These hoes out here getting skim deals and doing all types of shit like this, but we over there throwing bottles. I don't want to hear that. Ain't shit them bitches doing is interesting to me. Nothing. But being white. And yeah, y'all bitches don't talk about they Armenian and all that kind of bullshit. I don't give a fuck nothing about that. Oh my God. Now see, I just wish Kanye would, and they could continue to demonize the black men that be fucking. I just wish Kanye would stop circulating that tape. Like, he's coming here to buy the tape. My children are going to see it. And they bald head ass man is standing over in the motherfucking corner saying, I need you to cry again. Cut. Can you do that? Just like when she was laying on her back, bitch, and her pussy was getting blown out spray J, and her motherfucking ass over there. And come to find out, her mama is the bitch holding the tape. Holding the goddamn recording device. I don't give a fuck about no shit like that. Nigga bitches ain't never had it easy. Them white bitches get up there and they scream a couple times. And next thing you know, they got a show. I don't give a fuck about that. Caitlyn Jenner went out there and ran a bitch over on what's the on the IT or whatever the road is out here. Hi guys, did they survive? Oh shit. Did they survive? And next thing you know, bitch, she had Iron Cake, bitch, and we had to watch her motherfucking big athletes with having ass transition on TV. Fuck out of here.
For 2 seasons, Bush. For 2 fucking seasons.
The fuck out of here. I don't want to see none of that shit. So don't never ask me about did I watch anything with a Kardashian. Nothing. Oh well, but that's what they aspire to be. Shit. That's their aspiration. Ain't nothing about the whole aspiration to me. Bitch, I've been riding that dick forever. I bought a house too. Bye, guys. Ooh. Oh, God. Somebody said this is the real representation of how Beyonce talks about the Kardashian. Probably. What did Beyonce do on Kanye and Kim wedding? Posted a selfie from the house. As she should. I wish I would. And she got her braids in. I just took my wig down braids. So I don't want to sit by them hoes, bitch. Why the fuck I want to sit? And I don't want our children playing together.
Mm.
Hey, look on trailers, bitch. Let me tell y'all something. Man, don't stop me. You said Kim killed that girl? Of course, she rolled enough black dick to me. You see, y'all bitches look at the surface. Y'all don't look at the deepness of it. She went over there. Her mama put that goddamn video camera behind her and holding an iPhone 3 while her pussy was getting dug out by Ray J. And everybody made Ray J the enemy, and they went on to be the season 29 of the Kardashians. And they all made America and everybody else in the world hate Ray J because they were done wrong. Oh my God! And they made him the villain. Maybe he agreed to it. Maybe he agreed to that shit. Maybe he agreed to it because, girl, that's what they did. But they made him. When you think about it, they made him the villain. Then Kanye came around. Now Kanye out there spraying all their videos, and we feel sorry for we over here to my Kanye having a breakdown. Kanye tears their ass up. Tear them up, Kanye. Tear them up. Yeah. Listen. Yeah, we hear you. But I'm glad that he told us he sucked his cousin dick. I'm glad he told us that because that is a common thing in when me and boys growing up playing together. Let me get in the light with y'all speak. That is a common thing that happens. We always grew up playing together. Oh, very much so.
You should think of this as a dress rehearsal. You're getting a feel for the props, the stage,
like
the set. You're working with the other actors.
Yeah.
This is the kind of dress rehearsal where if you screw up, you die.
So that what does it mean?
If we're breaking into the lab now, why don't we just go for the target? Because you'll die. Either Merriweather will kill you, or I will kill you for
I made Caleb already. She gonna get him. I make you when you worse than Chi-Chi. Everybody gone. Bitch, Chi-Chi a bitch. I made Chi-Chi a motherfucking moderator. I made Chi-Chi a motherfucking moderator, and goddamn it, Chi-Chi, it'll be 3 people out here. Everybody vlog. Mm-hmm. Did you say something I don't like you earlier? Mm-hmm. Fact Talk is not today. I'm in California. Just_David86. I'm not being messy. He said the left eye needs more blending. It's darker than the other side. I wanted to address that. No, I'm not worried about nobody. Oh. Right, Mayhem, yes, I'm here, bro. Hi, cousin. How are you? You thought about it? Hi, cousin. So I know a lot of y'all feel away when I say that, but yes. I mean, yes, Kris Jenner was over there. She was holding that iPhone 3 while motherfucking Kim K's legs was behind. Fuck me. And the gag is, after I did my real investigation on it, honey, getting the tea, bitch, there were 3 takes. Bitch, they shot that shit 3 times. Yeah. Allegedly. I ain't no allegedly, bitch. They shot that shit. Never do that. Bitch, please. All right, White Low. She looked at my mom. Hi, how's my pussy look, Mom?
Don't come over here defending one of your studs.
Mom? Mom, how's my pussy? Mom, wait, does my pussy look good, Mom?
No, she actually said you're doing amazing, sweetie.
Mom, how's my pussy, Mom? Mom? Mom?
You're not looking good enough here. Back. Do this.
Mom? Mom? How does my pussy look, Mom?
Hey, Chloe, they're on the line.
Mom, is my pussy doing good? Mom, again? Should I let him come at me this time?
You need to laugh by himself. Yes, Lance, come on. Be it.
You're approaching the target. Pull up outside and we'll talk logistics. Hold off. Do not approach the lab until the vehicle is in position and I'm able to break into the network.
She's really beating the cover out of it. We have to do it again?
Because Reggie was over there digging in that hole. Because I was definitely watching. I told him that. I think
That's what like it was.
which one we got? Because you know there were 3 virgins.
Well, the one I saw was the lady.
I told motherfucking him, I said, I was watching you over there digging that whole pussy out on the floor like that. Oh, they got their lawn chair, bitch.
Lawn chair.
I said, Ray J, you was over there digging that bitch out on that lawn chair like that. He thought that shit was so funny. But I did tell him that I felt like that they demonized him. Like they made him the villain.
We just got these niggas hoodoo to hit.
No, they don't know nothing about hoodoo. They know about that motherfucking their white magic. They don't know nothing about hoodoo, dude. They don't know nothing about no goddamn hoodoo. They got their water shit. What they got going on over there, bro. Mm-hmm. It's okay, cause that shit be working. That shit be working, bitch. But they better not ever get it twisted. A black bitch can't lift a house up too, bitch. There are black feet on the goods out there. There are black feet on the goods out there that'll raise a house up on a bitch and drop it from the sky. Mm-hmm.
How's my pussy look, Mom? 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 How's my pussy? Hold on, Mom? Mom, wait, do I need to turn over here to the side?
Ray J was like, bitch, move that chair over here. Shut up, Mo.
Mo here?
Yeah, somebody he told me.
Mo's cute. Here he go.
Mom.
He almost knocked the hole through that whole pussy, bitch. He was hitting that bitch so hard.
Oh, she had my swag.
He was hitting that bitch so hard, the bitch that whole pussy was about to go through the damn spokes in that chair. You know how them lawn chairs be having those
This was not in a lawn chair.
Bitch, I know that lawn chair get put the thing up like that.
If you're gonna talk about my sister,
Girl, that ain't your sister. That bitch don't know you. That bitch don't know you, bitch. Craig on his live. I don't know what Craig is. Y'all know I don't live in Craig's skin, right? You do know I don't live in Craig's skin.
Mom?
You say, have I ever met any of the Kardashians? No.
do you think
I've met Beyonce?
So what if they ask you to come on their show?
I don't want to go on there.
You wouldn't.
No, what am I going to do? To tell them that I watched her get fucked through the lawn chair? I'll go on there and tell her that. I'm like, good. Ray J was saying that was, he was digging you through that lawn chair, bitch. I sat there and watched all 3 of them, bitch. Now, and my question be like, well, why did y'all vilify Ray J? Yeah, they bring me on there where I can ask the real question, the real pertinent question. Why you white bitches vilified Ray J like that? Why y'all did that? Why y'all had us believing that bitch that he was the villain bitch when you hoes was the villains all the time? Yeah, let me go on there.
Bitch, why you over there? Can you take jar free?
Yes, and when I get over there to the house, bitch, I'm definitely gonna go back there in one of their backyards and dig up Kanye's drawers.
They got some hoes buried.
The bitch. I'm definitely gonna go back there, bitch, and motherfucking get one of Kanye's draw, get a pair of Kanye's undergarments from out the backyard, bitch, because they definitely got one. Mm-hmm.
That's the one they keep this shit in.
They definitely got a pair of drawers back there. They got a pair of his drawers and a pair of shoes. That's why they walking him like they walking him.
Conversation with Caitlin. Y'all go to her page and let her know. We've been trying to talk to her.
You say, who said that would I have come to? I sure would. I would like to have a boxing match with that pussy asshole. Bitch, I train like Rocky for that hoe. And come right to the boxing match with a Grey Goose ball and hit that bitch right on her motherfucking forehead. No. Oh, that's street ball. That's street fight, bitch. Mm-hmm. Ladies and gentlemen. Yes, that's right. Bringing up, the name of the ingredients. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and everything in between. Mm-hmm. They, them, she.
Her and sir, Mr. Jimmy.
Her and sir.
We want a fair fight between this young lady to this man. Sir, what's your name again?
Ma'am, we gonna ma'am.
Sir, to prove.
No, we gonna ma'am her. Because I'm definitely gonna hit that bitch dead with a motherfucker. I want the long skin of that goose. Hit that bitch dead between her eyes, bitch. That's a strong athlete, nigga. I got that street fight that hoe. That hoe throw a javelin on me. That hoe throw a javelin across the street on me. But I catch it though and throw it back at that hoe. And say, bitch, I've been playing with balls way before you, girl. You just learned how to play with balls, bitch. Jeff, you know I'm not finna say nothing. Hush up now. Alright. You said, let me ask you this when I went to Beyonce's house. I ain't telling y'all all that. I don't know what you're talking about. Y'all asked me did I meet the Kardashians. No, I met Beyonce. Daddy, I won't get into that. Beyonce. I want you to understand that a Kardashian has nothing on a Beyonce. Nothing.
See, sir, that makeup artist feels some type of way about the man he's talking about Kim and her family.
I don't give a fuck. Shit. I don't give a fuck. I talk about Kim and her family and Kim and her family's face. It's in their house, on their television program. If they ever call me, I sit right down and ask the questions that I want to know. Which one of you hoes did the job? I know for a fact that y'all did some job magic on motherfucking Kanye.
Specific job.
I know for a fact y'all went to the hills of Calabasas, bitch, and found that bitch that come from the Caucasus Mountains, bitch. And that bitch be up there crying like, why did he do this to me? Bitch, you know why. Got that man out there doing this shit. Why are you doing this to me? And Kim is a Libra, bitch. I know what you do. I'm a Libra. Bitch, I know what you do, girl.
Because her sister.
Her birthday, October 21st.
Because her sister.
The day before mine.
Twin sister.
Well, it ain't my motherfucking twin, bitch. I'm black. She's just black inside. Black and blue. Bitch, the way that motherfucking goddamn.
You know, that Angela Bassett Jordan. Bitch.
What?
We have you stay on your side of town, and I stay on mine.
What motherfucking Queenie said? I grew up watching Sabrina the Teenage Cracker. Bitch, that shit was so good. Yes, I'm going to give you guys a review on Sinners after I watch it for time 3. Yes. What's insane? See, y'all, listen, it was so many lessons in that movie while you was over there asleep the first time.
I looked over and you were trying to stay up too.
No, I wasn't trying to stay up, bitch. Girl, please. I wasn't trying to stay up. I was over there deep into it because I was looking at.
You were not.
No, I was not nodding off. There was two.
You kept scooching up.
No, I scooched up because, girl, my nuts was terrorizing in that little bitty ass chair. Bitch, that's what I was scooching up for, bitch. But I was watching that movie. I need to get all the symbolisms of it, and there was so much symbolism in that fucking movie. So much symbolism. Honey, those hoodoo beads and all of that, the Greek bag, the motherfucking, the garlic, the Asian people over there saying that bitch the Asian people over there saying, well, we only came here to do the sign. We didn't sign up for all this. It showed how we all need to be standing in solidarity, but everybody got their own cause going on. It showed that we supposed to be standing in solidarity, but everybody got their own cause going on. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. It was very layered.
You didn't say nothing. You wish so. What she said?
It was very good. I've seen it twice.
Look at both of y'all.
I'm going to see it for a third time. Yeah, girl.
Trust the process.
Yeah. Oh, you said, so what do I think about Kenya and her YouTube about, I didn't watch it. I've been working, so I didn't get a chance to watch that. When I got off of work, I was able to go to the movies. So I didn't get a chance to watch that.
I really cute the
Girl, I know you're going to let us. You know, that was something. Listen, when we see an all-black film, this is how we're supposed to show up. We understand that you don't really understand about it, but there's no shade.
I go to every movie.
Yeah, we understand that you don't really understand being a black. We understand that you don't really understand about the solidarity that we need to stand as black people. We understand that. But when we see something all black, we need to be there. When we see something all black, we need to be there, especially in this time. We need to be there. And if you're adjacent, you need to be supporting of it too. But we understand when you came. Yeah, you did, but you didn't go back the other times. I want to make sure that it makes as much money as it. No, you didn't get the message.
That's because you guys have been working me like a dog.
Oh.
Oh, that's why you came. That's like the next day.
Wait, is somebody looking out the window? Wait, if that's somebody? No, that's not a limp. That is somebody. Murder, that's somebody. I know white skin when I see it. Oh, you said that I see variety shade in the movie? No, I didn't see them doing that. They did?
So their headline was saying Sinners opened at 60 million, but it took 90 million to make it. So such a long way.
It's okay. That's why I'm going back to see it as many times as I can. The same way I did The Little Mermaid. And the same way that I bought tickets and just gave them away. When The Little Mermaid came out, I bought tickets at the theaters and just gave the tickets away. Well, yes, but it's also because if anything colored, I'm there. Even though my colored folks don't show up for me like they so busy trying to prove that I'm not a real woman, and they are. I gotta overlook that I gotta overlook that shit and still show up for my peoples because I'm still black at the beginning, middle, and end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen him in a white person looking through the window.
Yeah. I don't think that my daughter is white. I think she's
Not white. Like,
I think
I'm
that
not black, but I'm not white.
I think that she's Mayan. I think that she's Mayan and
Girl, shut up.
Ooh.
All them motherfuckers get your back up. Yeah, please.
Yeah, girl.
Trust the process.
Yeah. Oh, you said, so what do I think about Kenya and her YouTube about? I didn't watch it. I didn't get I've been working, so I didn't get a chance to watch that. And when I got off of work, I was able to go to the movies, so I didn't get a chance to watch that.
I really can't have your
Girl, I know you're gonna let us. You know that was something. Listen, when we see an all-black film, this is how we supposed to show up. We understand that you don't really understand about it. There's no shade.
I go to every movie.
Yeah, we understand that you don't really understand. We understand that you don't really understand about the solidarity that we understand as black people. We understand that. But when we see something all black, we need to be there. When we see something all black, we need to be there, especially in this time. We need to be there. And if you're adjacent, you need to be supportive of it too. But we understand when you came. Yeah, you did, but you didn't go back the other time. I want to make sure that it makes as much money as it can. No, you didn't get the message.
You slept through it. That's because you guys have been working me like a dog.
Oh.
Oh, that's why you can't sleep later. The next day.
Wait, is somebody looking out the window? Wait, is that somebody? You know, that's not a lamp. That is somebody. Murder, that's somebody. I know white skin when I see it.
Oh, yeah, that is.
Oh, you say, did I see Variety Shade in the movie? No, I didn't see them doing that. They did?
So their headline was saying centers opened at 60 million, but it took 90 million to make it such a long way.
It's okay. That's why I'm going back to see it as many times as I can. The same way I did The Little Mermaid. And the same way that I bought tickets and just gave them away. When The Little Mermaid came out, I bought tickets at the theaters and just gave the tickets away.
You don't have your girl.
Well, yes, but it's also because if anything colored, I'm there. Even though my colored folks don't show up for me like they so busy trying to prove that I'm not a real woman, and they are. I gotta overlook that. I gotta overlook that shit and still show up for my peoples because I'm still black at the beginning, middle, and end of the day.
Okay.
Okay, Gumbo.
I've seen it in a white person looking through the window.
Yeah.
I've seen it in a white person doing my makeup.
I don't think that my daughter is white. I think she's
really not white. Like,
I think
I'm not black, but I'm not white.
I think that she's I think that she's Mayan and
Girl, shut
up.
You said Presbyterian.
Yes. Mayan Presbyterian. Slightly Ethiopian. Slightly.
Now, girl, where is the Ethiopian at?
Because you know they're lighter on that side of it. That's East Africa.
Yeah, I like
Ethiopian. Mm-hmm. They said Jameson's Hawaiian, no shade.
Really? Bitch, I'm not supposed to call him Samoan.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Hawaiian roll, that's the closest as to Hawaiian.
Alright, daughter, I need you to save this live for us so I can put it on my YouTube channel, honey.
Yeah,
I want color in my face. I need to be dragged out. Drag me. Ooh.
Alright.
Okay, bye. What is going on? Oh.
Thank God.
Oh, they called you the Prince of Persia.
Thank God.
Okay, I'll close the eye because we still got a few seconds.
So that's
Kayla.
I'm inspired to talk about. Gonna be a bunch of demographics that I talk about, not just the niggas, but the intersection of other demographics. Along with the niggas. So the dreams niggas. I got you niggas. And niggas being a neutral term. Gender neutral term. Because I like being a nigga. Hey Turner. All right, I'm gonna enjoy my grapefruit too. But before we get started, what's been going on with y'all? How's y'all? It's Thursday? Isn't it Thursday? Or Wednesday? What's today? Your last number on the video was everything. 5 hours and not a single item second. My homegirl Jay hit me up and said she watched it. She says, I don't know how you stay on there for 5 hours and not be boring. When you got some shit to talk about, you can just talk about it. Hello. And I don't be expecting it to go so long. I'd be like, oh, I can talk about this in 3 hours. But I be wanting to give y'all more detail about shit. Especially that. That live was a key. Especially that because it was a subject that was sensitive to me. And the reason why I decided to talk about that subject on the live is because this week is BTAC. And this is the first time in 13 years, was 2011? Is it 13? Is that 13 years? Shit, I'm a 14. Yeah, 14, shit. This is the first time I did not go to BTAC in 14 years. That's how much I loved the space. And loved being in the community with Black trans people. And so a part of me talking about it is a part of me grieving the loss of the space. Because it's a unique space. And so two things. I'm going to talk about it. You want to see a lot of this. It's in the movies section. I originally had a post where I'm saying, like, look, still friends with. It's very hard. Just throw people away. And so, I stay friends with people for a lot. Because I know everybody is not perfect, including myself. And so, if something happens between what's going on? And we can disagree. I see it. And we can disagree. Okay. disagree about how things went down. And if it's not so ugly that we can recover from it and do things different in the future, I'm actually open to that. Because usually if you're not, and so we can talk about it, and we don't have to agree on what happened, but we can get to a point where if it's something that's not super heavy and traumatizing, we can move forward with each other differently. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not somebody that's just, oh, I fuck with me. I'm really not that person. I can adjust and maneuver. I can adjust and maneuver in a way where, oh, yeah, okay, we can just work differently together. I'm usually like that. Look, I've been friends with Ty since it was 12, right? Do you think our whole relationship has been great? But we with each other. We set boundaries. And so we can continue to be friends and still love each other and still be in community with each other because we have gotten down to the bottom of whatever is going on, blah, 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 blah. And so most of my friends, I can talk about it, but when you are the type of person, or it's a space where it's continuous shit happening, and you're not changing when I tell you, but I'm also very direct. And so if I'm hurt by something, if I'm hurt by something, if I feel like this just doesn't feel right, or I'm uncomfortable with this, let's talk about it. Let's see what's going on. Is it my insecurities? Because I don't mind admitting I'm insecure about something. Is it making me feel insecure? Is it giving me anxiety? What is going on with me? Is it me? Is it you? But sometimes it's not me. Sometimes it's just you. And that's okay. But as easily as I can accept that it's me, can you easily accept that it's you? Or are you going to gaslight me forever? And some people don't move through the world with integrity. And some people don't move through the world with confidence. So when you do call them out on their flaws, their character flaws, we all have them. Like, this looks like it's your ego. You're sensitive. A lot of times they say, I have a right to my feelings. You do have a right to your feelings. Everybody does, but that don't mean your feelings are right. You have a right to your feelings, but that don't mean your feelings are right. So I think this is VTech is a space that's fucking beautiful for somebody who needs surface level community connection. If you're somebody who needs that surface level community connection, like you want to be in space with Black trans people, you want to be affirmed, you want to feel joy, I think VTech is great for that. Me, as a leader, I need that, love it, but I get it in other ways. So when I'm in the space as a leader in that space, I still need to be taken care of behind the scenes. Hey, Berners, thank you. I still need to be taken care of behind the scenes. And if you are not taking care of me behind the scenes in a reasonable way, then why am I in community with you? If you're making threats to, and it doesn't have to be me, and it doesn't have to be me, like, if you threaten to call the police on trans people, to me, I take that as a threat. Even if you're not talking about me, just the fact that you're talking about other people. If you are talking about doing something to shake up my livelihood or do some kind of performative shit to make you look good, this is a grapefruit. To make you look good or whatever, it's whatever it is, then I think of you as an enemy or a careless person that doesn't, well, the call the police thing, I think of you as an enemy. But just trying to be performative, I hate performative ass bitches. And I think we see a lot of that with activists because they will be on the surface, I'm a community ass bitch, community on community, but then behind the scenes doing totally off the wall shady ass shit. Either out of anger or out of ego. And I think you can, that's just how people can be. And then when you get multiple people working in the space, moving like that, and they're on opposite sides, this one is performing, this one is performing, this one is operating from their ego, this one operating from their ego, everybody in the room operating from their ego. Pretending to be about community when they really want to take everybody down in the room. They don't really want to compromise. They just want to be the one that seems like they're the one with integrity. And it ain't none of these bitches. Because you can hold this one accountable for this. But this one, while they holding this one accountable for this, these one is doing the same exact shit in the orgs that they were. Throwing people under the bus, fire and doing weird ass shit. But when it comes to this person moving in a very similarly angry, ego-driven way, they're ready to hold them accountable. Oh. The cis woman. And she could be wrong, absolutely. But this last week you were wrong too in the same way. This last month you were shaking up a black trans woman's housing and security. It's strange. So that's why I need to talk about that. But I also don't want to burn it down because I think it's needed, and I think that you don't need to throw the baby out with the bathwater. You feel me? And so I can walk away from it and go about my business while somebody who needs that kind of community instead. And I can just find all kind of beautiful community spaces elsewhere and create myself.
Oh man, I could smell that grass like 10 minutes ago. That's some good dope.
So that's
I
all I
used to
want to
smoke
talk
when I
about
was in college.
like here.
Man, that was some far out times. Now I
On that video.
ooh, hit the ice.
And I wanted to give y'all the whole full detail of what was going on because I was getting messages from people asking me why I'm not there or coming to me saying I don't feel really respected in the space this week and why I'm not there. And so, like, it doesn't feel like a safe space for me. And so I don't need to be there. So, all right. Tonight, I went to see Sinners again.
Yes, again.
Have y'all seen Sinners? Are you gonna see it? I'm not gonna do these spoilers. This is what sparked my thought, so I'm gonna talk about it. Okay, y'all can be mad at me. Why would we be mad at you? I give it a B minus. I think it's a good grade. Why would they be mad at you? I'm gonna see it here in the next few days. So yeah, I'm not gonna talk about it. I'm not gonna spoil it for y'all. But I really, really like it. But two things that I want to hone in on. Not two things. I want to say two things. Yeah, two things. So the first thing, super simple. I think it is a metaphor for temptation. So, Cliff, when you see it, I want you to think about the vampires being a metaphor for temptation.
Oh my goodness.
And in that context, I want you to tell me what you think. So, but the secondary thing that I want to talk about is
What can I get you?
the beauty of our people. And not on a deep level. Deep, I want you deep and undeep. Shallow and deep. The beauty of our people at any given time. Yes, there's a lot of metaphors and symbolism, absolutely. But one of the beautiful things I think Black talented creators do is show our people beautifully if they are talented. Now, sometimes it don't be beautiful if they're not talented, but there's a scene. So there's a beautiful scene where it's like a dance scene when the main young character, he's a singer, and they kind of go through this scene where they show different Black people dancing. That's not the scene I'm talking about, but it's a beautiful scene. One of my favorite scenes in the story. But I want to talk about the beginning and the middle. I think, let's just say the beginning. So in the beginning, like right in the beginning, like right in the beginning, they are showing you the life of Mississippi sharecroppers in Clarksdale, Mississippi. Post-slavery. And a lot of times when we are, well, you are talking about this reminds me of Lovecraft Country. Yes, that is one. That is a beautiful show. It was a beautiful show. Yeah. But a lot of times when we talk about this area of time, people who are not us, because they're coming in from a lens of, oh, I want to tell this story about, because it's around this time, I'm going to tell this story about race relations. So when I film it, because they don't really know us, this area of time is downtrodden and sad. Like, it looks gloom. Like, let me give you a perfect example. Look at, y'all remember Ray? Jamie Foxx, Ray. Y'all remember Ray? On Ray, when they show Jamie Foxx Ray Charles when he was young. Ray Charles when he was young. You remember his mama was like a washerwoman, and she had to. She was washing clothes, and that woman was hustling her behind the clothes. That scene where she had to come and check her about her money because she couldn't read, and the lady was kind of playing her about her money. Do y'all remember that scene? I don't know, Ray been out for a long time, so y'all probably haven't seen it. But there's a scene like right in the beginning where Ray Charles's mother was, this lady was hustling her. She was charging the white people a certain amount to pay for the clothes, and paying her less, and paying Ray Charles' mama less because she couldn't read, and she didn't know. But if you remember that scene, it was poverty, it was sad, and not just the circumstance. It was like if you look at what was going on in the movie, it looked exactly like what's going on in Ryan Coogler's movie. But the difference is the joy. Like if you pay attention to Sinners, when they are in that scene where you got they picking cotton, they are doing the same exact shit that was happening in Ray, but it is actually depicted with some joy and liveliness to it, which for me is more honest to us, because you see it today, you see it in the 90s during the crack epidemic, you see it in the 70s, you see it like when hip hop in the 70s, when hip hop was being born. You see, even though think about the Bronx and New York in the 70s, it was shitty. But this beauty of this beautiful art form, from the graffiti to hip hop, these beautiful art forms are being birthed, because regardless of the downtrodden.
Okay, we got two teams. Split up and hit your objectives. I'm setting up a healthy atmosphere of competitiveness. Here's that. Doc's team. Reshkovsky's car is part of a shipment headed out into the Pacific any day now. These guys are professional thieves with money at stake, so don't expect to walk in Mirror Park. Looks like you're almost at the cargo ship. Get on board, climb the stack, and access the container with the car in it. Then bring the car to my people and we'll get it out of the country. The car's a late 50s Lampadati Casco. Reshkovsky says it's a classic. I call it leverage. You're going to think it's a pain in the ass. Top of the stack. Climb up there and get the car.
team have the schedule. You got it. Once you're sure they're not following, bring it in. Okay, now bring the car to my driver. Should be obvious, but we need this car in good shape to get to Rishkovsky. It's meant to be priceless, and our man's imminent place on the FIB most wanted list is gonna make him ineligible to make insurance claims. You understand? Look after it. Okay, looks like they're sending people after the Casco. You need to drop these guys before you bring the car back. Drop as in ice them, or drop as in lose them. I don't mind. I hope you're looking after his car. There's only so much damage we can blame on the export crew. Bloodstains, bullet holes, burn marks, they'll go under general wear and tear. Anything freaky is gonna be a problem. Where are you at with that car? I was worried about it taking damage. Now I'm worried about how many miles it'll have on the clock. Plot a course to my driver and follow it quick. Maybe one day you'll file a few patents, head up some research projects, bring that knowledge into the boardroom and be able to afford a car like this yourself. Until that day comes, don't think about driving around like you own it, okay? Pronto, people. You almost there? My driver's been mainlining junk energy drinks and downloading soft rock classics for a 40-hour drive to Central America. And she'd really appreciate it if you hurried up and sent her on her way.
Hey! Out. I'm taking over.
Of the moment and the era, Black people are still going to find joy, almost like Black people in Tiana and the Frog. Yes, there's going to be joyous Black people. So in Sinners, and this don't have nothing to do with the plot, so I'm not spoiling any of the plot. When the movie starts, he is picking cotton, but there's not no, because this is the sharecropper time, they're picking somebody else's land. You know, during sharecropper time, the way they got back into slavery is to give them some land and give them some things to till, but then charge them for the land and make them in debt and they never get out of it. So that was a scheme. So you see him picking cotton. So in his mind, I want to go play my guitar tonight with my cousins. So I'm gonna do my quota of cotton picking, because you gotta pick a certain number of barrels. And usually each person needed to pick a certain number of barrels to reach a quota. And so he said, I'm gonna start early so that I can get my quota, and then I can leave with my guitar and go be with my cousins. But in that scene, his mama is washing clothes in a tin, in a bucket, in a pan, in a washer bucket, and he put some soaps under his armpit from the mama's bucket, and she laughing, boy, don't put that in. And he kissed her in the face. It's this normally, if it's not a talented person, this all seems sad in black depictions. This all seems sad. It's either going to be an argument or down, or the white people walking around and we got to put our head down. This is depicting us having joy in this time of our history. And that is what you would see. Everybody is not going to be like, oh, depressed and sad, even though the circumstances and the system has us stuck. You feel what I'm saying? And so what I love about Sinners in this moment is the beauty of the film, just about that, is that he is showing that there is still a beauty in the joy that black people have was still being found and being depicted, and he's depicted in it in a way that's joyous, which is unique because, like I said, other times people do not show that joy, and we don't really get to see it. The little kids were sleeping on pallets in the shotgun houses. It could easily be the sad poverty music and blah, blah, blah. But they were waking up on their pallets, throwing pillows at each other, being playful. The little boy was walking through the house, saying, come on, mama said get up. And while the visual of what was going on was...
the professor's old business associate and 2 lawyers, but really it's all the same. I mean, I always say, if you can't kill a couple lawyers to bend the law to your will, then who can you kill, right? Oh, here they are, Gavin Van DeLu and Josh Sherman. Get them on the way to City Hall, get the documents they're carrying. The business partner is Dima Popov. Extremely rich, extremely paranoid, and extremely horrible. Don't cry for this guy, no one else will. He's renting a place up in Richmond Glen. Just him, and a huge security team. Get close to him, take him down, and after that we should be ready to go.
The poverty of, all these fucking 6 kids living in the house. It can, even on classic beauties like Color Purple. Color Purple is depicted. You don't really get to see the other than the life of them being joyous. Like, yeah, as a plot tool, you see Nettie and...
Final stretch now. It's a 2-horse race with 2 of you in each horse. The ass and the head. Horse 1 is going for the lawyers at City Hall. Richmond. Sound good? Get moving. Horse 1, there's a ladder going up to the roof of the building opposite City Hall. You've got your long-range rifles, right? You want to minimize risk of failure, so you're taking your kills at exactly the same time. Coordinate your shots. Climb the ladder and get in position on the rooftop. The other team just cleaned up at Popov's house. Bring the deposition back in. Got a clear view of the steps? Vanderloop and Sherman are on route in a black benefactor shafter. Do not shoot until they're out of the car. Here they come. Wait till they're out and take the shots at the exact same time. 2 shots, 2 kills. Well done. Now, go down and get their documents, and if the police corner you, make sure you're killed, not captured.
The camera's right there, bro. Can I help you, bro? Can I help you, bro?
Your camera alright?
Yeah. You alright, bro?
I've been waiting for this day, dude.
Are you alright, bro?
Good way, dude.
Can I help you? No, the camera's right there, bro. Look right there. Yo, get out the way, bro. Alright, bro.
Are those the glasses, dog?
No. No, bro.
Can I try them on?
No, bro.
Can I try
What's your deal, bro?
Wait, you that deal, right?
Yeah, can I help you,
You
bro?
that deal, right?
What's your deal, bro? Can I help you, bro? Alright, bro. You gotta back up, bro. Yeah, you gotta back up. Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah.
Let's go down here real quick.
Bro, relax.
Your camera, right?
You need to chill, bro.
You guys be creeping on those girls over here and peeping and shit? Yeah, that's you, right? That's you, right?
You gotta relax, bro.
You're like the POV guy, right?
Bro, we have a camera. Are you
about the camera, dude? I'm from here, bro.
okay?
Your camera, right?
Can I help you, bro?
Go to the other street, bro. Please. Out of respect for the locals and shit like that, please go to the other street. Grew up here. Your videos, whatever the fuck, it's a public place.
That's great, yeah. Alright, that's fine, bro. You got anything else you want to say?
No, actually, that's all right. I'm gonna say that.
Alright, great. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you,
Alright.
bro.
Alright, have a good day.
You too.
Thanks for sharing. This is what we're dealing with, guys. Yeah, let's, yeah. You're definitely stressing, bro. What's the dating market for you like down here?
What do you mean?
Like, how's the dating market been? What's up? How you?
No. Yep, I'm going to bed.
What you carrying lately? Got pretty much everything in here. Keep your eyes open.
No. Why would you want that?
You see Nettie and Celie having fun with each other. We'll never pop, but that's as a plot tool. They're showing you joy of them because you need that as a juxtaposition when you throw her out and kick her out. You see what I'm saying? But if you look at the people around, ain't no joy happening. Ain't no joy. And so what I love about this is that they were showing the joy in the depiction.
All right, I'm going to bed. Have a great night. Oh, see y'all later. I see you. Hey, Gumbo. What you doing? Hmm? You okay? See y'all tomorrow. Well, today. Have a good night.